Welcome to this webinar on private equity and venture capital trends and market insights. I'm Keith Arundale, and I regularly put on courses for MBL on private equity and venture capital and a number of webinars for MBL as well. I hope you enjoy today's sessions. There's quite a lot of data to show you today. A lot of the data comes from various providers, including the British Venture Capital Association, Invest Europe, which is the European equivalent of the BVCA, also from PitchBook and Preqin. As you will see from a lot of the data I'm showing you, there's a lot of ups and downs in private equity and venture capital in terms of fundraising, investment, and exits. And it is a very cyclical industry, as you will see. Okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to be covering fundraising data, investment data. We'll have a specific look at Europe and also the UK. And we're also going to have a look at the exit activity, which has been quite diminished in recent years as it happens. Very few IPOs, very few M&A deals going on. We'll also look at the performance of private equity and venture capital funds as well. And right at the end, I'll cover some other current trends and issues in the private equity and venture capital sector for you. So let's start with this chart here. And this is a chart that I worked on when I was with PwC, where I was leading the venture capital program for the technology industry group at PwC. And in conjunction with 3i, the private equity firm, we put together for the very first time a picture of the global activity of private equity in terms of investments being made and funds being raised. And no one had really done this before. There were regional datas, but nothing really that put together the whole industry as a whole. Now, from this chart, you can see a couple of things. The dark blue line at the top is the funds being raised, and the lighter blue line underneath are the investments being made. So you can see immediately that generally funds raised are rather more than investments being made for private equity across the globe. And this has led to quite a build-up of surplus private equity, if you like. It's known as private equity dry powder. It's well over $2 trillion now. So there's plenty of money out there for private equity deals if the deals are being done.